Recently, while watching the video about I-processed Soviet ammunition, which I recommend you if you win you. If you haven't seen it yet, the old recordings of the Soviet artillery, something very interesting. The Soviet gangs, many anti-tank guns, buses, and other artillery pieces, their infantry rifles to the cannon barrel. This immediately caught my attention, woke me up because I didn't know anything about it. What was that actually good for? Rifles that they have mounted, so were Mosin Nagant without any scope, just the rifle with rear sight and front sight. No more. When it comes to aiming, was intended, then they would have definitely not skilled. They are much too far from the shooting positions removed to use the visor. And take a closer look at why. This soldier hits the bolt. Do you want to mount the rifle on the anti-tank gun? Doesn't make much sense. I have whole internet for an answer searched, but almost no one was agree about what is happening, and many were limited to the fact that just an unusual way to wastes. Only after a sleepless wraith. After intensive research, I found the interesting answer to this strange practice. This was by no means an isolated case, but something really ordinary that one can get from a specific reason. In this video, it is an interesting method with which the restrictions of Soviet Army in World War II should be overcome. Make it comfortable and welcome to the whole club. Creation of the 76 gun. We analyze the image first thoroughly. This is clearly an M1942 CIS-3 gun with 76.2mm, an icon of the Soviet Union. It was founded in the late 1930s, years when German propaganda with powerful tanks. The Soviets reacted and developed anti-tank guns with larger caliber. They started producing of 45mm cannons for the production of 76.2mm guns. When the German invasion began, they realized that the most German tanks are not particularly utility, were heavily armored and carried heavy SHK machine guns, penetrate could be. In the middle phases of the conflict, especially S3 cannons very useful against the later occurring severe questions about the rifle on the cannon barrel tanks. If you look closely, the rifle was not placed there to aim with it, not with the rear sight and front sight. Artillery fires over long distance and indirect. Therefore, a rifle sight such as rear sight and front sight unsuitable. One could say that they used the rifles on the field cannons to use them as anti-tank guns. Here you can immediately shot. Good guess, but look. Look at this. This is what the Mosin Nagant from the first-person perspective. In video games, visors are usually large for practice, but in real life, the sights and front sights were strong.